I think there's several lives going on and I'm stepping on their toes, but I can't wait for everybody to finish. So, fairy dust. Good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, Monchichi. How's everybody? Bad medicine. Hello, Claire. My sweet. I was going to do this yesterday. Here's the thing. I was watching this happen. Hey, more than enough. Yesterday, I was watching the lives. I know, good. So, and I was gonna go live before anything popped off. Hey, Amanda. I found Dory. Hello. Um, but then I had to go. I promised my daughter I'd take her and her friend thrifting. So I did not know it. You know what, Claire? Oh, Claire with the damn lanky, my love. I love you. I love you. Hey, Pammy. So he told me when he took the shit off the elbow, if it doesn't go away, if it doesn't, we're gonna have to go in and do surgery. Hello, Helen. Hello, Pammy. Um, do surgery to remove whatever. Helen, hello. And so, you know, I don't think it's still a. I'm just gonna pray and hope for the best. It's gonna go down more than it has, but it'll be all right. I'll live to fight another day. Was it a psychotic breaker? That's what Amanda. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to know. I'm gonna let people get in here because I think it's a fair discussion to have. I know, right, Glenn? Um, it's a fair discussion to have because when you put your life and everything that goes on with you out on Front Street, people will discuss. Hey, good morning, Angie. People will discuss it. Remember to thank you, Fairy Dust. Good morning, good morning. So there are, and y'all know me. Let's talk about mental health because I don't think for some White Claw on. I should. I'm working out with the White Claws when I'm drinking them. I'm upfront about my mental health. I am bipolar. Um, I do have, PTSD. It's to say a lot of people do. It's not. And nowadays, it used to be that you were abnormal if you had MJ. Good morning. If you have these conditions, you were abnormal. Now I think it's abnormal if you don't have them. I mean, honestly. Yeah, Monch, you see. Thank you. Next, I love you. Jen, hello. 4 scores and 7 beers ago. come back to us. I know you come back when you're doing your video games. Can you just come back and talk to us and let us tell you how much we've missed you? I do too, more than enough. There's a lot going on. I think there's a lot going on there. Thank you. Next, I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful morning. I miss seeing you around. And I'm not trying to exploit this. I do have my PayPal up, but that's just because I'm going to the beach, honey. I gotta have some money. My opinion is he really does have mental issues. And even if it was drugs, he's still a human being. Absolutely. No. Yeah. I agree. I do agree. So we got 60 some people. Let's get right in here. I had thought before that there were at least 3 possibilities. All right, in his case. One, he is mentally ill. I mean, schizophrenia was batted around. I don't know if that was ever I hate to mention a specific diagnosis because, hey, Tally, because I don't watch him enough. According to people that have done it for many years, he is a lot. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna mention that too. I don't really. So one, the possibility is he is severely mentally ill. I'm hello, Savannah. Hello, hello, Delene. Hello. Um, all right, let's say he was diagnosed with something, you know, on the more serious side of mental health. Say schizophrenic. I don't know if that's it, and I hate to even mention it if it is. So one, he really is quite mentally ill. That's number one. That's the possibility. Number two is that he is absolutely trolling everybody. And when he needs money, he goes and walks down the street. People throw money at him. Savannah, hello. And, it's working for him. Because when he gets picked up, usually he's released an hour, a day later, proving that when he gets in there, he's normal. I'm fine. I'm good. Or three, he's addicted to, we'll say meth, because that's what he admitted to smoking or whatever when he stole the van. He admitted he was doing meth. So it's come out of his mouth, the meth part. But it's not my making up. Exactly, MJ. I've seen him say he didn't want to take meds. I'm not going to take meds. I don't want to take meds. Nobody wants to take meds. Nobody. Now, then there's also, I guess, the fourth possibility of it's a little of everything. It's a little all three of those things. Like doing, hey, Sarah, a lion scare, we'll call it. Well, the thing that always bothers me with this is every time he pulls these stunts, he knows enough to keep hey, Irish Dragon Lady, I love you. He knows enough to keep the camera on himself while he's walking. I always thought that was odd. You know enough to keep the camera, hold the camera up so they can see you. You can see in his eyes, he was so confused, had no idea where he was. He was lost and thought his brother was going to, right, Brittany? No, exactly. There's no denying that. There's no denying that. I always question why he can he knows enough to keep the camera on himself. He knows enough to, if he met, like yesterday, he was making phone calls. He knew enough to mute when during some of those phone calls. That means that you have awareness. You have awareness. You're aware that you want to keep the camera on yourself. You're aware that, I need to mute this. So that's when I question stuff. And I know he had a bad childhood. I know that him and his brother, and I mean, look how the brother turned out. I also know that he's not welcome, wasn't welcome at some of his family's house. I don't think his mother answered the phone for him. He's no dummy. See, I go back and forth. Now, Pirate Calypso worked in a jail in Louisville for over 10 years. And she was a nurse. And when these people came in to the jail, she had to go down there and figure out what was going on. Now, she says, and she's not here to speak for herself because she's working, that she has seen that look. She has seen that look 1,000 times. I think it's because you, Brittany. I'm glad you said that because I'm going to say it. I'm going to mention that too. The pirate is absolutely convinced that he's on meth, point blank. You know, she points out several things like he doesn't sweat. His eyes are wild. Um, Now what? So if it's let's just say it's drugs. Let's just say he's on drugs. You have these people who are throwing money at him, right? Somebody yesterday sent him $100, enough for what did she say? Enough for breakfast and an Uber. An Uber to where? He's homeless. So if you're throwing money at him, that's the last thing anybody needs to be doing. No matter what, that's the last thing people need to be doing. He doesn't need money right now. He needs to hit a rock bottom. I think that Ernie believes. Ernie has created this history in his mind where he really thinks that he was a bounty hunter, that he really thinks that he's famous, that he really believes in this narrative that he has made up in his mind, because the truth about his life is probably so bad. I thought these real police are, well, he's in Georgia, so they were, I think that, I don't even know. People need to stop. Yeah, you got to stop giving him money. He's got to stop. If he doesn't have money, he's going to have to stay. He needs to be evaluated more than a couple days for his own good. Is he going to be one of those people who go in, get stabilized, get diagnosed, get stabilized, receive their medicines, and then come out and refuse to take them? I don't know. But I think that I don't know that, I think he believes this narrative that he started. And listen, we've all been around for him saying, oh, the next mission, people, it's the next mission. We're going on a mission. I'm going to save children. I've saved children. You haven't done anything. There's no mission, dude. You haven't not gone on. If you say we're going on a mission tonight, and he doesn't, he just sits there. Did you hear he had nothing in his system last night? I don't know how they would know there was nothing in his system, though, because a hospital is not going to tell anybody what's in his system. Now, these people calling on him. All right, so anyway, let me finish that. Let me finish this up. So if he really believes he's on this mission, and he's got these people that really believe he's on these missions, he's not on a mission. He's not saving anyone. There's Pirate. He's not. I'm sorry, guys. I don't understand that. He's not on a mission. He's just a destiny. Okay, so see, Pirate knows. Pirate knows. I got Pirate. I told him you're the one that you know what meth looks like, and he looks like it. So what the reality is that Ernie Shell is homeless. There's no home. He has no vehicle. Hey, Amanda Duncan, hello. That's debt collector. Let's skip Tracy. 1 point, obviously, about people's debt. Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot what I was like. All right. Anyway, so these people are in there, and I guess everybody needs something to believe in. You know what I'm saying? Candidly, PTSD can cause We don't know that his drug. Hey, at least yet we don't know that his drug test was clean, though. We don't know that. They're not going to tell anybody that. You can't call down there and say, "Hey, was Ernie Shell's drug screen clean?" They're just I don't know. The one that Al showed. Well, yeah, because he has admitted when he stole that van, he was on a meth bin. He admitted that he was on meth when he stole the van. That's still being adjudicated. I mean, he's still got to go to court. When I was in the worst of my addiction, my family had to intervene. Well, there you are. That's what does need to happen. Stop giving this man money because he's going. It's good. What's going to happen is, here's the thing, and here's a point as well. He was live, but he's got somebody else, okay, that's running that can run that channel. If y'all notice, he refused blood work because, yeah, well, that could very well be. So somebody's running that stream as well. You know, you could have two people, you know, you could assign somebody to your, you know, help you out. They're the ones that let that thing roll. Let's not be mad at people who posted the clip, because the person that was in control of his channel when he went live, and he knew enough to go live. Let that thing run. Let that thing run. So let's pump the brakes on how horrible everyone is. He wasn't running it. He's going up dead for sure. He's got too many. See here, you know, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. When you make money under false pretenses, and what you noticed, all of them were. Leandra, all of them were right away, because he's got you know, one of his mods has got control. So he wasn't taking them off, but they were sure as hell letting them run. Hey, 80. So let's do that. Let's think about that for a second. Let's think about that. Officer Squarehead. He's homeless people are feeding him, not drugs. It's the fools like. There's a lot of people that are making money, officer, and I've said this 100 times. If you start making money off of something, hey Clancy, bad, right? He got a lot of money saying he was going to search for summer whales. He got a lot of effing money when he got involved, and now it's bad juju. That money got bad juju on it. Anybody that's got it right now, bad juju. Ain't nothing good coming from that money. Nothing good. The reality is he's homeless. He doesn't have a vehicle. He doesn't have a job because he's not rescuing anybody. And that's just the facts. There are several videos on Facebook where he was on the freeway asking if. Well, that's true. And if you remember yesterday, he kept on calling the police. He kept calling the police. He was calling the police, I guess, in Kentucky. He's the one that kept calling them on himself. I don't know. There are so many trolls out here right now. And that one cop from the day before yesterday, when he got out that car and he said, I got 50 calls on you. All right, then they put him, I guess, wherever, and he said, "Oh, my rested heart rate is 150, and they don't like the X-ray on my chest, and it wasn't good." Then he's out the next morning. I was kind of shocked yesterday when he was back. Hold on, let me go back up here. Hold on. Who is back here? When you dance with the devil. Well, I'm just saying. Yeah, I think he's built up this whole delusion of grandeur, right? That he did not know, he did not work with fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter. He might have been a meet and greet, dude. He has built up this life in his head, and people are believing it, even though he has not done one thing that he said he was going to do. He hasn't rescued children. There are no missions. He gets some dumb woman, sorry, or Jimbo, a dumb man, who will come get him, ride him around, act like he's on a mission. Like, Jimbo, leave him. Stop going and getting him, Jimbo. Betty Bullhorn is the one that called it FBI the day before. FBI on Ernie Shell, who's a nobody. Yeah, because now Betty's involved. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Duncan, I think you're probably right. It's every time he's alone. If you leave him, like, if he's riding around with people or he's staying, he's fine. I guess he's fine. When he's alone, all of a sudden, he did meet Dog the Bounty. I said that he met him at a meet and greet. He did not work for or take down anybody with Dog the Bounty Hunter. Please do not spread that around. You're doing him no service. You don't indulge him in his lies. A winner bounty hunter, I know, personally doesn't know Ernie, because if Ernie was a bounty hunter, it was for 6 seconds. How are you going to be a bounty hunter? You don't have a fucking car. You don't have a house. You don't have anything. If you're, can we just be for real right now? How are you doing missions, Ernie? You keep people, I'm on a mission. I'm going to say, he doesn't have a car. He doesn't have a home. He can't even hide the mental illness that he's got right now. So he took all that money. His girlfriend told him some really bad stuff. Well, what's really bad stuff? Any pets? Well, see, I don't know. I mean, that's been going around. I'm not even going to indulge in that. Yeah, you got the trolls calling the cops. He gonna get hurt one day. He's gonna get really hurt one day. Let's just not, with the child stuff. It's not needed. This is like worse. I mean, it's bad enough. And that's a rumor, and I don't like to deal. That's why I like when I threw out that diagnosis of schizo. I don't know that that's what it is. I saw it going around, but I don't. I hate to even throw a name to it. Hey, cat lady. Good morning. He has mental illness, so he needs to be medicated. Yeah, he does need to be medicated. There's a chip in him. He called. That's what. Yeah, Squids. He did. He called the cops on himself several times. So when he was up there near where Pirate lives, he parked his rent-a-car and just wandered around for 3 miles an hour or so, and got picked up again. Got taken. Y'all, if y'all will remember, he was at a facility. He had his hospital gown on. Jimbo picked him up with his damn hospital gown on. You have to look at what's going on around the edges. It's like position. You're right. You're right. Oh, is it Becky? Well, hey, JR. If there is, that's for another time. I don't want to accuse him of anything that I don't know about, and I don't know about that. So if I find out about it, then we'll talk about it. But Oh, the trolls are going to get him. The trolls are going to piss off the cops. But when I did, and I thought about doing this on my computer so I could play what happened again. But you know what? I don't know. I think we've all seen it. But if you watch that, he is not listening to what the police officers are telling him to do. They're telling him to be still. He won't. He's trying to walk away. They keep telling him to stop. He won't. And they hit him with that first one. And then he wouldn't turn over, and he wouldn't turn over. They kept hitting him. So you only need one troll to call and say he has a weapon. He didn't have a weapon. We know he didn't have a weapon. Hey Hugh, Ernie phoned the police, but see, Michael, that's what he kept doing yesterday. He would hit mute. He had the wherewithal, one, to keep the camera on himself. That bothered me. He had enough wherewithal to hit the mute button when he was calling people as to not disclose too much. Because I think people are written cars in their name for him and putting them as a driver is what Pirate, Pirate, I don't know these things. Because there's no way he can rent a car. But they're doing it for him. You don't do it. The cops didn't even want him. Yeah. His fangirls just losing their mind. You know what? Then whoever is, and you're right, they are. Who's ever running that stream with him should shut it down every single time he tries to go live. They're not going to do that because people are giving him money. People are giving him money. The last thing he needs is money. And I say that because he doesn't need that option to be able to leave early from treatment and be able to get wherever he needs to go. The last thing he needs is money. That money is going to kill him. He was getting close to moving cards. Yeah, he was. But I wish they would see the money. They're going to kill him. He's got to hit rock bottom. He's got to. And listen, there's a lot of us in here that have had to hit rock bottom because of many, whatever, drugs, mental health that you didn't want to address. You got to hit rock bottom. You have to have people just say, I'm not enabling you anymore. That way he's got to stay where he is. Yes, Steve, he'll end up getting killed. He'll either get up killed because if he's going to all these cities and he don't know the drug dealers and he's pulling up, acting crazy, I'm surprised they tased him. That's supposed to tase him. Well, yeah, I don't even know, JR, about that. I thought it was. You're right. You're right. You're right, New England. You're right. They do. They really do. You can't, I love the channels that were dogging him for months and months and months. And after yesterday, all of a sudden, he's a great guy. Oh, what are you doing? He don't deserve that. He's a great guy. Well, you was just calling him everything but a child of God last week. So what about that? What about it? Don't forget he had. Oh. Yeah. Squid, you're right. Tina said she wanted to shut it down, but said people needed to see what was going on. No, they didn't. I mean, if you want to see, here's the thing, if she wanted people to see what was going on, well, they did, and then people, get mad because clips are up. Sorry. Clips are up. I think the clips being up is probably a good thing. He wasn't a threat. He wasn't armed. He wasn't resisting arrest. Well, but he wouldn't. Here's the thing: they kept telling him to stop moving, and he would keep walking. And they kept telling him, if you go back and watch it, they keep telling him to stop, just stop, and he won't do it. And he's got 2 phones in his hand because he showed the other phone that he had, and he showed the one he was streaming on. And if you keep getting a call on the same guy, I imagine their patience had run a little thin. Right, Steve? He did not comply at all. No, he did not. He did not. So, and here's it. And you know what? Oh, let me get my officer. It only takes one troll to call the police and say he's armed. That's what I'm trying to get at. We all know he's not armed. It only takes one troll to call in and say he is armed. That is why this became so dangerous so quickly, I think. It only takes one. You could have 100 people saying he's in distress, but you only need one to say I know he has a weapon, and then it's a whole new ball game. So, his own people called. Yeah, they did. That's another thing. If you watch the chat, all right, if you just watch his chat, you have some people that are saying he's fine, he just needs some water. No, he needs a lot more than water. Or he's fine, or was it 3 miles away from Cracker Barrel? And here are people in the chat going, what are you going to have for breakfast, Ernie? You can have your steak, your biscuits, your gravy. And I'm like, people, he is in a fucking crisis of some sort. Stop acting like he's not. Stop acting like he's not. His behavior was indicative of someone who is either. I think he was under the. I think there's a lot. I think there's a lot of shit going on with him. Oh, really? Heavens, baby. Well, somebody was doing that because they kept deleting him. Once he would cut the stream, they would delete it or private the thing right away. That he won't doing it. But I do, like I said, the fact that he's well aware of where to hold his camera or phone. He knows enough to mute a conversation on the phone. He needs to be locked up. You're probably right, Steve. It's a sweat bee if that thing gets me. No one said he was armed. You don't know, Squids. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. How many people, Squids, if you could give me a ballpark figure, how many people do you think out of the 700 that were in that chat, how many do you think actually called to the Georgia Police Department? 700 people were in there when I was in there. Hey, good morning, Logan's mom. How many people do you think called the police? I'm going to wait for an answer. I'm just waiting for an answer. I'm happy they said it. I am too. It serves no one's best interest that Ernie Shell be harassed, mentally ill, addicted to drugs, whatever it is. It does us no. It does us no. It doesn't make me a better person. I would say 50 is probably a good number, Jess. I think it was probably, if not, probably over that. 700 people. Now, you have to think, not sure about his people, but what? Well, if he got 50 people calling, all right, because that cop the day before said he got 50 phone calls. If all these people cared for him as much as they would. Yeah, you're right. You're right, LV. You're 100% right. I would say out of 700 people, probably over 50 called. Now, of the people that were, of those 700, I would say 600 weren't chatting. They weren't in the chat. So, like, if you have 50 people calling, I'll say it again. It only takes one person calling and saying he has a weapon. That's the call they're going to go. That's where that's where they're going to go. So them showing these things is going to get him killed. One, mental health can't sign out right away. Yeah. Here's the thing, Leandra, though. He's admitted he doesn't want to take his medicine. He doesn't want to take the meds. Nobody wants to take the meds. I'm taking meds. It's made me my weight balloon up in the last few years. I don't want to take them. I don't want to be fat. But I mean, if I don't take them, I'm Ernie Shell going down the street, probably, goddamn it. I don't even know. So I don't like taking them either. I don't like having a daily cocktail that I have to take that makes me fat, but I'm not fat and happy or skinny and crazy. I'm going to have to pick fat and happy. This is me. Hey, chick. I am concerned for him on many levels. That's why I am concerned. And I wish people wouldn't give him money. Guardian Angel also. He has a small earpiece. Oh, did he? Wait a minute now. Hold on a damn minute. Oh, Guardian Angel. I didn't notice that. Well, see, I'm Mandy. Me too. You know, I mean, hey, I'm Timmy. I'm just me. I take them, you know, for the protection of my town. I don't want to gain 100 pounds. Well, you know, but I mean, I got no choice. I think there's a lot going on. I think he's doing meth. I think he is mentally ill. And I think there's a little bit of him he's a con boy, con guy. He knows. I'm not saying all of it's gone, but let's just say all the money that he's received for these missions and saving children, have we been on a mission yet? There wasn't him sitting in a car. No children saved. I don't know. I've never seen people give. Oh, they give him. They give him PayPal's officer. He doesn't do. He doesn't. He does a PayPal only. It's not good for the heart, people. Oh, he's gonna die. You know, there's no old meth heads. You know what I'm saying? There's no old meth addicts. You're not gonna find So he needs to. But listen, Linda Wilson. We should all be worried about Ernie. We all are. Linda. Listen, we are worried. We are. I think everyone is generally worried. He's gonna die. There's either he's going to, get run over, shot, OD, or, I don't know. I don't think anybody wants him hurt. I think nobody wants him hurt. But once they get him stabilized mentally and he looks around and realizes the lie that he has created, the lie that is his life, and the reality that he's just a homeless guy with people that, he needs them. Like when he was signing those fucking pictures for women in gold or silver, I'm like, you are fucking, you need to get a grip. Trying self-medicate. That's what I'm thinking, Brittany, that he's doing. Oh, it was, listen, but all right, but officer, meth ain't doing no good for his fucking heart either. Do you understand? I mean, he has admitted in the past, in the very recent past, that he was absolutely on meth when the van. He is a drifter, and there's no home. I can't imagine having no place on earth that I could call home. Do you know how horrible that is? I think it's horrible, horrible. I can't imagine it. But that is his reality. Well, Amanda, he's got. If he comes out today, all right, Steve, I love you very much. Well, I don't. We've got a brother in jail. We know that. I think he tried to call his mother yesterday, and the number had been changed, or she didn't answer it. So I don't think she has anything to do with him. He was already on the ground with the two last team. Yeah, he was, and they were trying to. I think that he wasn't turning over quick enough for them. I mean, at that point, if they pulled out that taser, it was over with. That wasn't going to end well, and it wasn't going to be one tase. What's real sad is he has no. That's it. That's exactly what. Candidly, that's what I'm saying. There's no family support. He really is out here alone, and that is sad. But he's got to do a lot of work on himself to fix it. To be. It's not drug induced. It's a chemical imbalance. I'm not going to argue that point with you, Officer Squarehead, because I believe that there is a little bit of drugs involved. I think there's a lot going on with him. And I'm not disrespecting him, I don't think. I think I'm trying not to disrespect him. I'm trying to stop giving him money. You're going to kill him. You're going either he's going to have enough money. He needs to be rock bottom and be put in a facility where they can figure out what the fuck is going on with him, get him stabilized, get him some whatever, and then he can go along his life. He's on meth. He admitted. Yeah, he did admit it. He admitted when he stole the van that he was on meth. It's homeless. He wants so badly to be accepted. Okay, Brittany, that's it. Ding, 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 Brittany. He wants so badly to be included, and so that's why I think he's made these stories up, because he wants to be accepted so badly. And until he makes that step, and he's the only one who can. You're right. You're right. Nobody can. Yeah, I think he wants to be accepted. That's why when these people, and I know it sounds disrespectful when I say these people, but the people that follow him, it is probably the closest thing to a family he's been in a long time, even though it's all, online. He needs to stop helping others. Well, who's he helping, Olivia? He's not helping anybody. He's not helping anybody. Absolutely nobody. But people want him to. I don't know. What if he got hit by? Well, it's like Pirate said before. If he had gotten hit by a car, it would have been everybody else's fault. Well, y'all should have called the police on him. You should have got him out. It ain't our. I mean, we can't. People can only do so much. Yeah, heavens, he probably does. He is not capable, and it doesn't need to be Jimbo or one of his mods. It needs to be someone who is not online, The last thing he needs is Jimbo and people like that. I'm sorry, Jimbo. You did when Jimbo went and picked him up from Louisville, the Louisville hospital. Biggest mistake Jimbo could have made. And just to prove it, Ernie was supposed to go in and rest and took off in the car. If people need mental health, we need to try to help them in some way, shape, or form. I would love to help everyone. Linda, so would I. But here's the problem. That's why. In this country, there is not enough mental health to go around. There's not enough facilities. If you are poor, if you are homeless, if you don't have any money, it's even harder to get into a facility. Because usually the very, very poor, I'm not going to say usually, there's not enough. And if you don't have insurance, it's really not enough. And if I were today try to make an appointment with a psychiatrist, I mean, I have my own, but if I was a new patient, you're going to be waiting over 3 months, over 5 months, maybe 6 months, just to get into the doctor for your initial visit. Your initial visit, they're not going to do anything but talk to you. Then you're going to have to wait a month and you're going to have to go back. And then they'll, I mean, it's a long process. It is hard to get. And if you are uninsured, you best believe it's not going to be around. You're not going to get it. Yeah, Monchichi, and he said he didn't want to take pills. I mean, like I said, nobody does, but you want to if he wants to keep getting tased by the cops, then don't take your fucking pills. Sure thing, you're going to get tased by the cops. All right, I don't know how to send you a link. Hold on. If I knock myself out, hold on. Sorry. I'm back. I know it seems like we have to have a gigantic panel on this because there's so many opinions. But I think everybody here, our end result is that we want Ernie to be the best Ernie he can be. So, are you here? Pirate. Oh, hey, Melinda. Pirate. She's probably yelling and doesn't know that she can't be heard. Hold on, she's come back up. Anyway, so what I think like I said before, everybody's end result is we want Ernie to be the best he can be. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on, Pirate.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was yelling and nobody could hear me. Let me explain something to y'all the way the world works, because obviously y'all don't understand. You can't just run out here and get on Medicaid. You know you have to be a resident of a state or have a residence Y'all realize that, right? You can't just run out here and be like, oh, I'm on Medicaid. I have mental health problems. Let me explain something to you what happens when people with the homeless down at Louisville Metro Jail when they get arrested. They hold them. They get a court order to hold them until they get their medication situated, right? They ain't got no insurance. They homeless on the street. They schizophrenic talking to lampposts, okay? Once they get their medication regulated to where they're somewhat normal, and I use that with air quotes, normal, because, I mean, let's face it, they're schizophrenic and homeless for a reason. They're crazy. And I'm not trying to be like disparaging, but that's the truth. And once they get them out and they give them 30 days worth of their pills, and then they say, because the jail only pay for 30 days worth of psych meds, they give them 30 days. And some meds you're not getting in jail. Some of the ones that can be abused, you're not getting that. You're not getting Thorazine. You're not getting anything that's really going to help a schizophrenic. You're getting Lexapro, Paxil, Prozac, that type shit. And then they make you an appointment at 7 counties. Well, fuck, your appointment at 7 counties is 90 days from now because they have such a big waiting list. And you send in a schizophrenic with 30 days worth of meds out on the street to make it for the next 3 months. 3 months before their appointment, and the motherfuckers don't know what time it is, what day it is, or even how to get there. They're homeless.
Right. That's my point. It's a broken system.
And it's going to stay broken. They lost all the funding. They shut down U of L's psych like they used to have. And I fear for the whole city for real, because I know that some of the people that were locked up over at U of L on the forensic unit, they are crazy and they will kill you and like torture you until you die. They're insane. And they out here walking the street, begging for change. Can't get no help.
Right.
So what are you supposed to do? You'll take them into your house? You go take, and let me tell you something else. Have y'all seen that documentary about the internet, about the swatting and stuff on Netflix?
I haven't, but I'm supposed to.
Me and Mike's been watching it, and we're on like the 3rd or 4th episode. And there's a dude from Eastern Kentucky. I want y'all to remember that I told y'all this. There's a dude from Eastern Kentucky up there that says, I'm from, and guess where he's from?
Harlan County. Harlan County, yeah.
And he explained, y'all don't understand the culture up there. It is a meth fucking, like, that's what they do. They scam people and do meth. I mean, that's what they do. I live here. I know. He says, I'm from a place up in Eastern Kentucky where my mom was a scammer. My grandma was a scammer. My mom stole $180,000 bulldozer and blah, 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 blah. And he's going on and on and on. And he defrauded the government for like all this money by filing taxes in dead people's names on the internet.
Ooh, man.
I thought it was a story about JLR for a minute, but I digress.
Yeah. Hey, Carlos, baby.
And you can't sit around and be normal half the time and then all of a sudden jump up and you're schizophrenic. You're schizophrenic all the time, or you're schizophrenic none of the time, especially if you're unmedicated. Do I think he has a mental illness? Yes. I think he's bipolar and he's self-medicating with alcohol or drugs. That's exactly what I think he's doing.
Well, you noticed that he was kind of jaundiced looking.
Mm-hmm.
He did have an odd color. Yeah, he had an odd color.
And y'all say, oh, well, when you're mentally ill, it could change your skin color when you're having a pee. That's true, but you usually look pale, not yellow.
Yeah. It's sad. It's sad.
And here's another thing. All these people bitching about him being tased. Let me explain something to you. Obviously, you all haven't been a victim of this because I have, and Shannon has, and Savage has. You don't know what, you got 700 people watching. Let's say let's say 100 people called the police in Georgia. And for those of you that say you don't know where he was, bitch, I found him in 2 minutes. He shows the street signs behind his shoulder.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Bullhorn Betty over there, what was it, Sunday, asking where he was. I said, he's at the Sit-Go on Cleveland Highway in Dalton, Georgia, you super sleuths. I found him in 2 seconds. He shows the street, so you don't know where he is. It's not true. And you don't know what these trolls, you have trolls watching him that hate him, that want to see something bad happen so they can have content. So you got 100 people calling the police. You don't know what the fuck they're telling the cops. Shit, I've had CPS called on me, The cops called on me. They called the job 16 times, said I was using dope and shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You don't know what these people are calling and saying. He's got a gun. So next time he reaches down in his pocket to get his phone out and he gets shot because they think he's reaching for a gun because you got some little trigger happy rookie that they can't look at him and tell that he's mentally ill. That's not the way the police work.
Right. Right. I mean, that's what I was saying. I don't think the people that he goes live and the person that's, co-running that thing and they let it run, they're going to get him killed. End it. Just every time he does it, end it. Captain, I have a major question and a statement. Well, please go ahead, Captain, and ask, and we will. I mean, but it's
disgusting.
It is. No, it is. It really is. It is. And to be in the, supposedly richest country in the world, you have people that cannot get medical, or medical, but mental health is what is really, that's the problem. And I don't know how we would ever fix it. I don't know. There would have to be psychiatrists and therapists and facilities on every fucking corner of this country to take care of them all. People driving down the highway. Well, thank you.
Right,
They were calling.
Right. So not only do you have him calling the police, you got all the trolls calling the police, making this out to be this big drama event. And if he'd have ran out in traffic, got hit by a semi, the police would have been responsible for not stopping him. So they're going to stop him any way they can.
Right.
I'm sorry that y'all don't agree with it, and I'm sorry that you feel like because he's mentally ill, he shouldn't be tased. But there's no law or code of ethics that says you can't tase somebody that's mentally ill. You know how many mentally ill people I've seen been tased? I told this story a long time ago. We used to have this dude come in. He was truly schizophrenic. He was homeless as hell, and he looked like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons. And he come in and they had busted his lip, and I went on to Sallyport, and they said because you got to check to everybody if they have a wound. So I go out there and I'm like, I know the guy. I mean, I was like, hey, how you doing? He's like, I'm good. No, check. I went down to Galleria, right outside Galleria, right, and I picked up a cigarette. It had number 7 on it, and I knew it was at the pet store, and it was kitties looking at the booty holes. You don't just snap out of that occasionally, okay?
No,
he's like that all the time. You can't go on a live stream 2 days later and put up a flag behind you because you don't want nobody to know where you are because you say, oh, well, they take pictures of stuff behind me. You have the wherewithal to know that, though. But when you're running down the street, you showing the street signs behind you. Hello?
Can you read Captain Avi's post? Because you're the nurse, I'm not. Are you reading it, or do I need?
I'm reading it, but everybody wants to negate the fact that he admitted in a police report when he stole the van that he was on a meth binge. Hello? But then he come back and said, oh, well, the police quoted that, but I didn't say that. Oh, yeah, because the police quote things in police reports in quotations all the time. That's wrong. Because that'll stand up in court.
Platform boots, you're right. They are. And they've been severely cut. And I'm not even going to mention the fucking president that did it because I don't think I need to. But we're going to pay, the society's going to pay the price for all that. Unfortunately, we have a, school that's been shot up. We've got, a store that's been shot up. We've got, we're going to pay the price for that. There's not enough drug rehabs out there. There's not enough. There's not a lot. It's just not. I mean, it's just. And I know cities and towns probably do the best they can, but I mean, when you have an overwhelming need and a limited budget, there's not a lot you can do.
Well, again, Brittany, you don't know what you didn't see what he was doing. He could have been kicking at him or anything else. Y'all kill me, you'll jump on somebody for. If they hadn't done anything and he ran out of traffic, the police department would be suing right now for not stopping him from hell because he was a danger to himself. You don't know what was going on.
Yeah, we don't know. The one said Benny called the cops and told them they shouldn't have let him go and they better go get him off the street or he was going to make a complaint on the cops. That's why cops made sure they got him the second time. Oh, all right.
Well, there you go. So you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. With all the scrutiny that the police, not all police are bad. There's some that are, and most of them make the news, and it makes everybody else look bad. There's some nurses out there that make the news and make everybody else look bad.
Yeah.
What y'all doing?
Hey, morning.
I'm at the dentist. I'm over here getting me a coffee. Randa's getting her tooth cut out.
Oh God. Well,
they just took her ass back to put the IV in. You know, she's getting sedated.
Yeah.
So I'm going over here to get me a coffee.
I mean, the camera did. You could hear the policeman tell him to stop, and you could see him still moving. And then when they got closer to him, he kind of picked up the pace. I'm not a cop. All right. I mean, let me go on record. I'm not a cop. But I do play one on YouTube. No, I'm not a cop.
They tell you to stop. You don't stop. You're done.
There's that. They, you know, if you don't comply, and like I said, it only takes one person saying he's got a gun. But then what they do. That's why if Tina the Tooth was the one that was letting this shit run instead of ending it every time he went live.
Yeah, that's messed up too. He's just as damn guilty.
Yeah.
Let me explain something to y'all. When he was in Louisville, he left his car over on Rebel Avenue and walked to the corner of Baxter Avenue and Bardstown Road, 7 blocks from the police department. He walked for 3 miles, y'all, before he went live. 3 miles. Yeah. Rebel Avenue is 3 miles from Baxter and Bardstown Road. I live here.
Didn't he call the cops on himself too? Didn't he stop everybody and want people to call the cops?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
And then they took him to U of L for a psych eval, and they held him for, it wasn't even 24 hours. The thing is, you go down here and you get a psych eval at a hospital, and you talk to the psychiatrist or whoever's doing the psych eval at the time, and you act totally normal, they got no reason to keep you. And I'm going to tell you why. Used to be back in the day, 5150, we call it MIW warrant here. It's 51. I think y'all are more familiar with 5150 as the terminology, so that's what I'll use. Let's say back in the late 80s, early 90s, maybe early I can't remember exactly when they changed it. It wasn't that long ago, but they changed it to, it used to be, if I thought Shannon was a danger to herself and she lived next door to me, I could go take an MIW warrant or a 5150 out on her. You can't do that anymore because people used it like they use CPS on this platform to punish people.
Yep.
Oh, well, Shannon cut my tree down, so I'm going to take a 5150 out on her, and she ends up down at U of L going, what the fuck? I don't even know what this is about.
Right.
So the only people that can do that now are police officers, nurses, mental health professionals. You can't do that anymore because people used it as a tool to harass other people the way they use CPS on this platform.
So the 100, he said, I honestly don't think Ernie had money to buy medicine. He was calling, warning. Okay, so here's the thing, though, the 100 is yesterday, the limited time that I watched it actually live, because I didn't see the very end of it, somebody sent him $100 PayPal. That's just one person. Sent him $100 PayPal to buy breakfast and get an Uber. He's getting money from PayPal. People are sending him money. And that's where people are effing up because he does not need money. He's got to, and I'm sure he's got to be on Medicaid somewhere, and he would get his psych meds free.
For which state, though?
That's what I'm saying.
He's all over the place. You have to be a resident of a state for 30 days in order to apply for Medicaid in that state.
See, that's the thing. He won't. He's just roaming.
Right. He's not walking around here with his Blue Cross and Blue Shield card trying to get into a psych facility. Okay, let's face it.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
Yeah. Well, he was not complying. I mean, I'll give him that. I know. I'm not saying he deserved it. I'm just saying he wasn't complying. And these police officers didn't know anything about him.
Right.
And, like the ones up there where he lives, kind of know him, I guess. But these people in Georgia didn't know dick about him. So if you'll keep doing it.
I want to know something. Why the hell was this damn coffee at $4.99?
Crazy.
I know, right?
Because just like healthcare, just like mental health care, coffee costs money. Too much.
Everything. I went to the grocery store yesterday. Do you know how much mayonnaise is? Mayonnaise.
Yeah, I do.
Is it Duke's?
Yeah, Deuce was $5.46, girl.
Duke, y'all better stop that right there.
What is
That's
going
bad.
on here?
Inflation.
Well, you know what?
needs to get
They
it
can't
on
be
there.
keep inflating me because I ain't got it, motherfuckers.
Exactly.
I'm about
Well,
to be
you're
real
darn right.
skinny because we're going to stop eating around my house. I'm going to be real skinny.
Good morning,
'Cause
Plain
they can't
Jane.
afford this shit.
Oh no. I know. It's bad.
All of us
Like
going to look like skeletons.
I get so irritated because it's people like you that are going to kill this man. Stop going over there and watch him and throwing money. Why are you throwing him money? You're going to kill him. Stop calling the fucking police.
Well, we know who's doing all that. You know, they got to have content, you know.
Well, I'm so sad.
Because
Not only that,
if you notice, every time he goes live, somebody else, there's a couple other folks that go live, want to run their damn mouth and then call the police. Why don't y'all
And let's real quick remember who called the cops on him unashamed a couple of months ago. Benny, Rap.
Nicola.
I mean, you know, Rap made his day yesterday. This made his day. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
Let's not forget.
Does he have a mental illness? Yes, I believe that he is mentally ill, but it's exacerbated by his drug use. And y'all can sit over and say, well, they don't give you drug tests in jail if you're picked up off the streets for running down the street. If you're involved in a DUI or something, a DWI, yes, they might do a drug test, a court-ordered drug test, or an alcohol test. They don't drug test everybody that comes in off the street. You know what that would cost? It don't work like that. That's not how this works, you guys.
Crazy.
These people think they know everything. Don't you know that? They think that we got doctors up here, we got lawyers up here, we got the police. Y'all don't know shit.
No.
Quit wasting the police time, man. Dumb asshole.
And again, well, Savage, like I said earlier, you have been a victim of this. How many times has somebody called the cops on you while you're live saying that you need a minute, you doing this and doing that? So you got 700 people watching a live stream of this man running down the street high as fuck. How many people you think called and said, oh, he's got a gun. He might have a weapon. He's got a gun in his pocket. He's got a knife. He always carries a knife. All exacerbating this into this big, huge ordeal. It don't have to be so they can sit there and watch this motherfucker get shot or tased.
They need content.
Dude, Brittany, this is what these people do. They're trolls. How many times you had the cops and CPS call on you, Savage?
Too damn many.
Right.
Sometimes I ain't even telling nobody. I was just like, well, whatever. See y'all later.
Here's it. Brittany said Benny and Rap pissed her off yesterday. Look, they live for this shit. They live for this shit, and they've called the police on him several times on a live. How many times was it? Like 20 in 1 week or so?
This right here. This right here is some bullshit. I'm very upset right now. This is some straight bullshit. I think I'm gonna pull a damn Tiffany Marie and go throw this drink back at them. They only gave.
Oh,
they didn't
God.
even fill my cup up. They didn't even fill my cup up, y'all.
I think you need to go back over there. I want to see him. They want to see him injured, Jessica. I think that's right. If the police haven't picked him up in the 20 times that they've called on him when he was in Tennessee, who is Rap? Rap, his channel name is General Awareness. And every time Ernie goes live, Rap restreams him.
You know what happens there?
Fucking time.
Somebody's telling him to go live. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Somebody makes him go. Well, I ain't gonna say make him, but somebody's in his ear. Go live. Let's call the police on him. Looking at
that's another one. That's another one that's making a shitload of money off Ernie's back. Just like Benny's making money off Summer Wells' back, Rap's making money off Ernie's back. So it's,
well,
is what it is.
Crazy.
No, bad. No, that's rap. But he just restreams him.
So you're telling me that this schizophrenic man was able to put on all these wrestling shows here and rip people off? Am I saying he's a scammer? Yeah, Ernie's a scammer. He live here. I know Ernie. Girl, I done try to tell y'all. Nobody would listen to me. But somebody that's schizophrenic, you know what goes into putting on one of them shows? The permits, the sound guy, the light guy, the wrestlers themselves. So you're telling me this schizophrenic, the light. The
Did
light
you say
guy.
the white guy?
Oh, the lights for the light.
Light.
I heard you said the white guy.
The vendors, all this shit he was able to coordinate, but he's schizophrenic. Wake up, stupid.
Amanda, yes. Dolly made a pretty penny off of Ernie too. Yes, he did.
Did you see that shit he put up there?
I didn't.
Motherfucker, go sit in your damn booth to see you shut up. You ain't gonna do nothing but throw a temper tantrum. You done my over here going to threaten some damn body and put my name again in your mouth. What your views, bitch? I don't give a fuck about views. I'm not like you. He think we all about the views, little hobbit
ass. I don't
ass.
give a fuck. If we was more about the views, we'd stream more, like your ass.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that I did. I put Ernie in the title. I hashtag shit. Damn right I did. He's not a child. He ain't a kid.
He's not.
And there's people. I'm trying to gauge people's. What is that? Oh my god, a salamander just ran out. Oh my god, hold on. I think I might have had a heart attack. There is no denying BK made money. Oh, many calls. There's so many theories going around. That's why it's like pose the question, because there's like 3 or 4 options, of what's really going on. And this chat right here just proves it's all over the board on what people think. It's all over the place. I mean, either he's a con artist, or he's mentally ill, or he's a drug addict, or a little bit of both, or a little bit of all 3. It's kind of all over the board. What is, though, I think everybody can agree, is that, again, nobody wants to see Ernie get hurt, and Ernie not getting help is not good. Is not going to improve anyone's life. He needs to get help.
I don't want to see him get hurt and ran over.
No, nobody does. Well, I say nobody does.
That happened to, but not him.
Yeah. I know.
Well, if y'all get a chance, watch that Netflix documentary. I think it's the 3rd or 4th episode where they interview that guy from Harlan County, where Ernie's from. Y'all don't understand the culture here.
What did JR asked a little while ago? What the name of the
fuck. Hold on, let me go look. Y'all don't get me in trouble.
Yeah, see, we got con artists, we got drugs, we got mentally ill, we got a little bit of all of it.
Got lions, tigers,
German lady. Good day, German lady.
Hold on, I'm going to get it's directed by Ron Howard. I was like, what the fuck is this? And me and Mike got to watching it. Hold on, I got to turn TV on so I can see what the name of it is.
Brittany, I'm trying to be respectful. I mean, like I said, I've made no qualms about my own mental illness, and shared it with people. And I know about not wanting to take your medicine, and I know about gaining 100 pounds after you take, when you find the particular cocktail that works for me also throws all the weight on me. Do I want to be fat? No, but I can't be like Ernie and running in a fucking street skinny. I got to make a choice. I'm sorry. I do. Yeah. If my fat ass gonna run down the road and be skinny, or I'm gonna be right here and having a life and be fat. I have to choose. So.
And everybody knows I'm fucking unmedicated bipolar. Everybody knows that. And mental illness is one of the hardest things to treat because you don't want to take the meds because you don't like the way they make you feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you love that.
That's it, Logan's mom. Yes, it sounds like the Wonderful Whites of West Virginia.
Right, the entitlement culture. It's a thing in Eastern Kentucky and West Virginia. It's a thing. Hold on, the fucking TV's warming up.
No,
damn, come on, bitch.
Like the head one on the Whitakers.
Yeah, he's Timmy Whitaker. You better stop, Timmy Whitaker. You better stop it right now. Or I'll be like that other one.
That's him right there, the short one that's got cock eyes and all. And that damn.
That's him. That's 100%.
That's him.
Are you
What's
going to
his name?
talk on Bomb and Mallory going out? Nope. I don't give a shit about Bombshell or Mallory. Go at it, you two fucking drag queens. Who gives a fuck?
They ain't doing it but over there getting money off that baby's name, trying to do it low key. He fooling that fucking body.
I am too, Jessica. There's like one. Oh God, was it the Chronicles of Darlene? I'll have to find it. There's one that's called something like the Chronicles of Darlene, and that one was fascinating to me. And I've watched several other ones. I mean, oh, man, crazy. If the Chronicles of Darlene, look for that. It'll be, hey Uber, I love you. Good morning. It's a pretty good one about this woman. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
Hold on, I'm looking this motherfucker up so I can give it to you.
Yeah, okay. There you go. That thing, Logan's mom, that affected me when I watched it. I'm like, oh my God. I'm confused. Most drug addicts don't see family and friends while strung out. Why would he go out? Well, you talk about most drug addicts. Now, I don't know the level. If he is addicted, I don't know his level of addiction. Does he have to have it every day? Does he have to have it all day? Does he? I know that when Ernie is alone, he does this.
Here it is. I found it. It's called The Web of Make-Believe, Death, Lies, and the Internet. It's about people getting swatted. They interview the people that swatted, and this is what Bullhorn Betty and JNR live for. By the way, Bullhorn Betty, you know he was on there, right, with the Proud Boys when they was marching for white supremacy? Did you know that?
Yep.
Your face is there, Boo. You might want to say something. Just saying. The Web of Make-Believe, I think it's episode 3, where they talk about how, I'm from Eastern Kentucky, and if you don't know anything about Eastern Kentucky, it's a whole, that's what we do is scam people. Arlen County.
Brittany, if you have go to the United Way, and they have therapists and they have psychiatrists that are available, and it is based upon your income. So if you don't have one, they can help if it's a sliding, but the United Way is a good place to start.
I hope I ain't got too much background noise, Shannon.
If they can't help you, they will direct you.
But here's the thing, Shannon. You can get help, but you're gonna wait for it. 7 counties here offers free help, but you're gonna wait at least 90 days for an appointment. I think right now they're out till September. So
that's why I'm like, call them today, Brittany, and get in there, because. And then we have an agency here. What's it called? Horizon. Now, I don't know if that's just in my town or if it's in every single town, but the United Way is the best place to go right now. And if they can't help you, they'll tell you who can. Because I used to have to go to the United Way when I was working, and I couldn't afford, I think I had to pay like $5 for a therapy session once a week, based on my pay. So yeah, try there first and then go out, because it's important to stay on top of it. You cannot let depression root, and some of us don't have the choice. It is already rooted. So I got my feelings seeing him get. Yeah, it was bad, Jessica. It was bad. Yeah, I mean, it was only weird.
Do I think Ernie's a scammer? Yes, I do. Do I think he's strung out on meth? Yes, I do. Does I think he used meth to self-medicate? Yes, I do. Well, and he's probably using something else. However, I don't want to see the motherfucker get shot by the police. I don't want some fucking rookie officer who's new on the job to walk up there and fucking shoot Ernie Shell on a live stream. I don't want to see nobody die.
Brittany, my email is in the description, hon.
Well, today's payday.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry about that.
Well, yeah, today's payday.
Y'all take note. Today was payday. Look who gets new shit today, because I know there's a certain person that got a whole iPad Pro. He got new earphones. He got him a new Apple Watch last payday. Why ain't you paying your child support, you fucking bum? You bummer?
Bummer.
Deadbeat dad?
I know. I didn't even get a paycheck this month. I hate it. Anyway, it is what it is. I was like $90. I was at $90.
Yeah.
Every time you go to the hospital, it starts to feel better. That's squids. That's what they do, squids. That's so normal. Is you get hospitalized or whatever, and you get medicated and regulated, and then when you get out, you're like, I feel better. I don't need to take it. It happens fucking 70% of the time. It's either I feel better, I'm not going to take it, or I don't like the way these make me feel, I'm not going to take it. It's one or the other. And then we have the whole cycle start again, and it will start again. So, again, I don't want to mental health shame anybody, but I will if you're just unwilling to take your meds, then you just need to. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Let him walk in and fucking run and don't sell it. I don't know. He'll end up getting killed, and because he has money or because people are going to call on him. They want him hurt. People like goddamn. Rap, Benny. Hey, Catlin. They want him hurt.
That's what I'm saying, Linda. So for all the people that called and said, hey, well, see, they know him in Louisville. That's the thing. They know him here.
Yeah.
I live here. They know Ernie Shell. He runs back and forth. And where his car was, if I was looking for meth, that's where I'd go, was out there on Rebel Avenue. Just saying.
Brittany, listen, honey. I've told about 1 million people about my depression and anxiety. And you know what? Everybody, probably 90% of the people in here have been where you are with depression and anxiety, especially after a death. Believe me, you're not the one. You're not the one that's the odd man out. It's normal now. And I've said it before. It's normal nowadays. If you don't have depression and anxiety, you're weird. That's just I'm sorry. So don't be embarrassed because there's, let's see, 162 people in there. 100 of them probably got it.
Yep. Everybody's dealing with something all the time.
All the time. The crisis of
the
right, Linda? I know. I mean, oh Lord. It's a bad time right now. I don't believe that any YouTuber wants no, squids, I don't know about that. I think there was a couple yesterday that were very happy that he got tased. I mean, that their whole channel is just him.
Right, and again, you got trolls calling. Y'all know how this. If y'all don't know how this goes, wake up. People call the police and exaggerate what's going on so that they can get the cops out there faster because they want to see it. They want to see it unfold. He's got a gun. He always carries a knife. All that bullshit. He might have a weapon. He's got drugs on him. He's high.
Hey, Ray.
Plus all the people. Can you imagine being sitting there fielding those phone calls, one after another, after another, after another. I'm on a YouTube, and there's this guy running down the road in Dalton, Georgia.
Yeah.
He might have a knife. He looks crazy. He's out of his mind, and the police rolling up on that.
Yep.
And he takes off running towards traffic.
Pamela, I want you to understand we're not disrespecting him. We are going over the possible reasons why this keeps happening.
Exactly.
And the fact that people out there do want him hurt. I have no doubt he has got severe mental health issues. I think that is, listen, I don't think anybody's going to argue with that.
No.
The drugs is a possibility because he has in the past done this and acted the exact same way when he was on drugs. He admitted he was on drugs. If he's on drugs, he's on drugs. I mean, it's, at this point, he just needs help with whatever. So my thing is, and like I said before, stop giving him money. Stop giving him money because he needs to not have that option to drive away. He needs that option needs to be taken away from him. Stop enabling him because you're going to kill him.
That's right.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, Squids. He did. He told the cop that picked him up on March 1st that he was on meth. That is true. 190,000%. It's true. He was on meth.
It's quoted in the police report. In quotations. When he said he was carjacked when he took the van.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. And he was acting the exact same way. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. And whatever. So everything's on the table. Nobody knows. You could say he's not on drugs. There's no drug test on him. They don't do drug tests.
No, they don't. I don't care what he says. They don't give you a drug test when you enter. I know some of y'all been arrested before. Did they give you a drug test when you walked in the door? No. They don't do that.
Yeah, we don't know. He can say that when Jimbo said, I picked him up, he's not on any drugs. Oh, okay. All right, Jimbo. The motherfucker but he took off. He took off. So we don't know what's going on. He has admitted before that he uses meth. That's just fact.
That's true fact. It's facts.
Pamela, he needs all of that, but he also needs a big fucking heat of reality. He's not a bounty hunter. He has never been a bounty hunter. He does not go on missions to save children. He has never saved one child. He did not work for Dog the Bounty Hunter. He does not have a home. He does not have a car. That's just fucking facts. That is facts. Vicky, hello. Everything that he's been telling everybody is a fucking lie. He's made up in his head. And then when all of a sudden there's nobody to stay with, nobody driving around in their car, he does this shit. Every time. Never fails. And people keep renting cars for him, keep giving him money. One way or another, it's going to kill him. Exactly. Thank you. Next, we see what he wants us to see.
And here's my question: if Jimbo come down here and got him and drove him back up to Tennessee, wherever Jimbo's at, I'm not sure where Jimbo is, Tennessee, Eastern Kentucky, whatever. And what happened to the rental car? And how did he leave Jimbo's? Whose car did he leave in? Y'all didn't put this two and two together. Obviously, he got the rental car some kind of way because he was able to leave Jimbo's house in it. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of lies. Like he said, oh, Jimbo came down and got the keys to the car. This was when he was in Louisville. Got the keys to the car last night. No, he didn't. Jimbo didn't leave the house till. No, he didn't. Even Jimbo.
Hey, I'm gonna head off because I'm expecting a call from her doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go back to work.
I'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thank you for coming. So Jimbo admitted that he's a lie. He tells a lot of lies. Well, yeah, it's true. Jimbo's wife drove it back. Okay. And then he took right off in it. Right off back in it. So my opinion is there's a lot of everything. There's a little bit of everything going on, which is making a very big problem. And I pray that he gets the medical attention that he needs very desperately, because the life he's living, it's no way to live. It's no way to live. Not having a home, not being based somewhere, not not having a safe place. This man does not have a safe place. His safe place is on YouTube when he's live. That's his safe place, but he's not sitting in his safe place. He's not sleeping in his safe place. He has to come on YouTube, where he has created this whole life and reality that is in no way real. And that's sad to me. That's sad to me. I don't think Ernie's really ever had a great home. I don't think his brother did. I think that they probably, had really fucked up childhoods, and I'm sorry about that. I really am. But I don't want him hurt. I don't think that's right. And the people that really care for him need to, if he pops live, shut it down every time. Shut it down. Because people are going to call the police on him, and that same thing is going to happen. Especially now that it has happened, now that he has been tased and it was on live, now they're going to do it again. They're going to do it again because it's happened now. And then what's next? They're not going to be satisfied with just tasing anymore. What's next? Because they weren't satisfied with just calling the police and having him pulled over. They weren't satisfied with that. So then they upped it. And now, what's next? I don't want to know what's next, personally myself. But I'm looking at Brittany and McKenna and some other people in here talking about their depression, and I will be more than happy to sometime this week have a little mental health stream where you can just type it out and be safe, or come up and talk about it and be safe. And because right now we're in very, it's hard out here. It's hard out here. And, when you got to work 2 jobs just to afford gas to get to your first job, that's an issue. And then you have what's on top of everything. And Brittany, just looking back at you, you were embarrassed, that you shared your situation. It shouldn't be like that. It's not like that here. I hope it doesn't sound like I was like shaming Ernie. I'm saying there's something wrong with him. Like I said, I mean, people have called it one name, and I don't want to. If that's not what it is, I don't feel comfortable saying it. But I'm so frustrated at the troll thing being thrown around. How do you think that makes us feel? When all we do is disagree with the man and try to. Oh, Squiz, no, no. You're not a troll. We're not talking about you being a troll. People that don't agree with him are not trolls. They are humans. Nobody is going to support everything somebody does, or even just, the trolls that we're talking about are the ones that don't type. They don't type. They're sitting back, right? And they are either following, people who are, exploiting Ernie. They're sitting back. These are the trolls we're speaking of. They never type. They're sitting back and they make these phone calls. We've all had these phone calls on us, and not you, Shannon. People. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. I see. All right, thank you. So I was just saying, no. We don't know these trolls. They don't make themselves known. And that's, it is what it is. Since today is a good day. Yay, cat lady. I need to go do clothes and my studio. All right, guys, update on the studio. The desk is going at night. So I got a rug. Because it's a concrete, we put the primer on the floor or whatever. It's dry. Got an area rug. The desk is going in this week. Hang in the mirror, and I know y'all probably forgot all about the mirror I made. That's getting hung. And curtain rods and curtains are going up. It's just very little things that need to be done. I don't have an office chair yet, but that's fine. I don't need one right now. I'll find one. So hopefully, if we do fuck it up Friday, I will be in my studio. I love you too, Irish Dragon Lady. I love you. So I will be there in my studio. And I can't wait. The thing is, my God, I can't wait to get in there. Some people see this. They really do bad medicine. They do. They do. Human trafficking also. That's a big thing, Pamela. And I did not realize how in Tennessee it's really bad there. And like I said, once I get my space, curious. Once I get my space and I can go down there and we can talk about different things, because I have a lot to say and a lot to talk about, and I want to hear everybody else. I would love to do this week a thing on depression. Like I said, if you want to come up, have a little chin wag about it, talk about it. I hope you feel free to do it, because there's nobody that's immune from it. We all get depressed. We all have anxiety. That is just life. It's how we manage it that will help us out. Well, thank you, Pamela. I really do. I do not want to see that man hurt. I don't want. I think, you know what though, here's the truth about Ernie. There's several things that aren't true about Ernie. He is a very handsome guy. He is very charismatic. If he, I don't know what life has in store for him, but I know it's not this. I know it's not this. So hopefully he will find his purpose, and it will be fulfilling and important and all that. That's all any of us want, right? I mean, you do a show on depression, please. I will. Brittany, I will. I will put it in my community post. And that's that. I'm not trying to convince someone. Oh, no, Squid, you have your own opinion. You know what's great about that? You have your own opinion, and you're expressing it. And you're not wrong, because it's your opinion. And he does need to stop with the lying. I think he needs to come to Jesus on his reality. And he's not going to get any better until he comes to Jesus on the thank you, New England Pets. He's not going to go any further if he doesn't come to grips with his reality. And you know what? I just had an epiphany. If he were to share his struggle, share his, diagnosis if you want to, or just maybe not, and share how he's going to rebuild his life, do you know how many people would watch that? Because they're in the exact same place that he is. That would be huge. It would be larger than this bullshit that he's been spinning. Do you know? I mean, share that, because there's so many people that are doing that. I truly think he would admit to his. I mean, I can't see my. Otherwise, no matter what, that's what if he were to do that, if he were to share it and really stay on the course and have people follow him, he could be huge. It could be big, because so many people are out there that are like, like that. I don't know. I don't know, people. What I do know is I got to go in here and vacuum and wash clothes, because the maid did not show up for the 20th year in a row. She did not show up today. 20 years. I'm getting sick of it. And if I ever see her, I'm going to fucking fire her. Because she hasn't been here for 20 years. I think I've held that job long enough. She needs to come get it. Or it's her the last 2 minutes. Well, I know McKenna, but if he would just come out and go, all right, listen, guys, here's the truth. People would stick with him. I think his people would stick with him and support him. But he needs to do it without their monetary, because he's got to figure out how to do this by himself. That's all I have to say about that. I'm worn out. I'm going to end this. I so appreciate y'all. I've been going almost an hour and 45 minutes. I mean no disrespect. I hope that no one took my opinions or words as disrespect towards Mr. Shell. We all want the best for him. And, there for the grace of God, it could be, he could be any one of us, So y'all run along and have a great day, and thank you for coming. And we will do the mental health, because I think people need to know they're not alone. And thank you. You're not alone. And the more people that come forward, and I have another truck coming down the road. My God, you think that they had a fucking job or something? Go home. Anyway, all right. I love you guys very much. I really do. And I will talk to y'all very, very soon.